Where are the black people? The ancestors hate you. They never knew that you were going to turn out like you are and do what you're doing. You're disgraceful. The miseducation of the black man, Carter G. Woodson said, the miseducation of the black man. And what kind of man did they make on the plantation? Use your imagination. It started with an end. We got to purge ourselves of that and become strong black men and women. You got no representation.
What? I mean, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to What TV. You're rocking with your boy, Ace. Welcome back. It's glad to have you. Tap in, and tap in. Listen, mayors across this country have been facing pressure. I mean, they can't even eat a meal, get a good rest, mourn their family. We see Mayor Adams had to jump up to Harlem to address migrants going into luxury apartment housing. If you haven't seen those videos, I'm sorry, go check those out. We got a link for that. We have the mayor of Oakland under pressure by other incoming mayors of Oakland because Oakland is just on a path of destruction. And now you have the people of Chicago in an uproar against Mayor Brandon Johnson, who's been faced with a pretty tough task. He's been trying to stay gun-ho on the things that he ran on, like ending ShotSpotter, cutting the state budget, and then dealing with the migrant situation. I mean, he has a very tough job to deal with. And now his very own people are lining up to throw shots. Let me know your thoughts. People of Chicago, tap in. Let us know what's going on in the comment section, man. Let us know. Is Brandon Johnson doing a good job? I mean, we seen Mayor Adams getting pressed, Mayor Shangtao of Oakland getting pressed, and now we have Brandon Johnson getting pressed by his own people. Let me know your thoughts, guys, especially if you're in Chicago. Let us know your thoughts.
3 minutes. Speakers cannot yield or transfer their time to another speaker. Any written comments that have been submitted will be posted and made available for automatic review. Our first speaker today is Lisa Bowden.
Lisa Bowden is not present.
Our next speaker is George Blakemore.
Good morning to my black people here. This is disgraceful. This is Black History Month, and I see some of our beautiful ladies having on these African garments. You don't show your blackness by how you dress. You show your blackness by how you vote. And some of you voted for sanctuary. If anybody needs sanctuary, black people need it. Now this, over here, they very disrespectful. Michelle Harris and all of them just talking while I'm talking. They are part of the problem. The black people have issues because you have poor black leadership. And Reverend Woo Woo got somebody up here praying for us. Just pray your way off this plantation. Pray your way into reparation. This is disgraceful. No boycott. No black, empty seats of black people.
What?
When it was packed with these illegal immigrants and packed with these white Jews and white Arabs. Where are the black people? The ancestors hate you. They never knew that you were going to turn out like you are and do what you're doing.
Things that make you go what? I mean, Mayor Brandon Johnson, he's sitting up there taking this fire, and it's Black History Month. What?
You're disgraceful. The miseducation of the black man, Carter G. Woodson said, the miseducation of the black man. And what kind of man did they make on the plantation? Use your imagination. It started with an end. We got to purge ourselves of that and become strong black men and women. You got no representation. Black faces in high places, but no representation. It's sad. Look at here. This place shall be packed with black people. You have no pride. You're disgraceful. You to the ancestors.
Listen, people in the community of Chicago, we got to come out more. You got to come out more. You got to voice your opinion. Right now, people across the country, no matter what side of the aisle, left, right, in the center, you have to come out and voice your opinion. People, get the word out. Tap in, tap in, tap in. You have to show up right now and represent your voice and your opinion, people. People, no matter what side of the aisle, color frame of your opinion, get out and voice your opinion.
Be packed with black people. You have no pride. You're disgraceful. You to the ancestors. If Dr. King could see this, Malcolm X and all our heroes and sheroes, and Harriet Tubman said, I could have freed no blacks if they knew they were slaves. Don't you know we still on the plantation? Don't let this fool you. Don't go there. You're not like these white ultimates. You're not like these Hispanic ultimates. You're not like the Asian ultimate. You're a black ultimate. And remember your blackness. Remember where you came from and how you got here. And you haven't got over. Looking back, how I got over. You haven't got over.
Wow. Let's just take a look at another person's cry out to Mayor Brandon Johnson.
I find it courageous, the way the man speak. I know y'all think it's entertaining, and a lot of us will bow our heads to it because we convicted by it. But we losing in this city, black people. I'm the young black man that love black people. I'm the young black man that's wild about black people. But I'm also the young black man in this city that's being underserved, mistreated, and just basically made to be invisible. I've been attacked in this city, shot multiple times. I've been pushed to the side by law enforcement. For what reason, I don't know. I'm attacked by judges. For what reason, I don't know. I guess it's for speaking up for black people. That's the only thing I could think about. But we just received new representation in Brandon Johnson. I was like, yeah, we got a smart black man in the school board, all these little different things. I was like, yeah. But then I think about other things. So to speak about what, I'm from Rogers Park. I'm from the north side for 30 years. I'm sure most of you all are hear about Paulina or East Rogers Park and not understand how can that be a part of the north side of Chicago. Multiple murders, unsolved. My brother was killed in 1995. His name is Walter Sims. I have not had a follow-up call. There was a young man murdered, a few months ago when the yellow line crashed. His name is Kenneth. He was murdered by a young man named Kamari. I know both of these young kids. Friends murdered, but one of them is going to get off because the charges that were filed against him were dropped. So the city is showing us that black lives don't matter, or black life does not matter too.
What? We're just going to take another look at some of the people's outcry toward this situation. And then we're going to take a look at some of the good things that Brandon Johnson did do and discuss during this protest, because they did announce a $1.5 billion plan to address housing in Chicago. So there was some good that came out of this press conference other than him getting fried up. I mean, they fried him.
The
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure everybody knows about a movie, Scarface, right? It's a classic, Al Pacino, right? Everybody knows about that movie. And we focus on the famous lines in that movie. You know, the acting and the hello to my little friend and all that. But it's the beginning of that movie that matters. When those words are coming up on that screen, that's what matters. And those words say, in May 1980, Fidel Castro opened the harbor at Muriel, Cuba, with the apparent intention of letting some of his people join their relatives in the United States. Within 72 hours, 3,000 U.S. boats were headed for Cuba. It soon became evident that Castro was forcing the boat owners to carry back with them not only their relatives, but the dregs of his jails. Of that 125,000 refugees that landed in Florida, an estimated 25,000 had criminal records. That's what's up. That's what has happened in the United States right now. All this asylum-seeking lie, all this about refugees, no. What's happening is they're emptying out the dregs of their jails into the United States, into our communities. They're junking up our country.
What? Listen, people, let me know your thoughts, because, I mean, we see mayors continue to get blasted all across the country. And now next is Mayor Brandon Johnson. He is under fire. I mean, they're questioning him on the Shot Spotter program, ending that, and conveniently after the Democratic convention comes to Chicago, they're talking to him about his plans for the migrants. You're cutting budgets. What is the solution? Do you have any job plans? But in light of the conference and him getting fried up, at least they were able to announce a $1.5 million plan to address housing in Chicago. So let me know your thoughts on the current situation and people just frying up Mayor Brandon Johnson. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, are we still in February? Isn't it Black History Month? And they're going in on a black man, talking about there's no black representation in the city of Chicago. And he holds like one of the highest positions in Chicago. I mean, shots are being fired all across the country. Let me know your thoughts.
Arguably the biggest item to come out of today's meeting, aside from the investments it plans to focus on, we're also now learning the city plans to use expiring tax increment district funds, or TIFs, to be able to pay off that debt.
We're going to invest. It's going to be incremental.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is talking about a plan announced Wednesday to borrow $1.25 billion to invest in neighborhoods. The bond proceeds would go toward affordable housing and other development projects, including in the business and growth sectors.
These are funds that our residents and community areas need and deserve. I made a promise. I'm going to keep it.
As the mayor announced this plan, City Council confirmed several appointments, including Lisette Castaneda as Commissioner of the Department of Housing. Jesse Fuentes says it's time to change how housing is funded in Chicago, and she's excited for this move.
But more importantly, make sure that housing is a right in the third largest city in the country, not a privilege.
Meantime, Alderman.
Wow. So you see, while the mayor has gotten pushback regarding his handling of migrants, the budget, and his empowerment of the black community, at least they were able to add some funding to address housing in Chicago. Let me know your thoughts. Before we go today, guys, we just want to jump in and give a reminder about a particular video. Here, this video has raw footage. This video right here, raw footage, guys, just for you. We want to set a reminder that there's rare footage within this video containing the Chicago attack. Rare footage from only WHAAT TV. Now we have an announcement. We're going to be covering the debates during the 2024 election. That's going to be coming up. Not only that, we have a brand new announcement, guys, just for our WHAAT TV subscribers. From DC to Boston, if there is a situation impacting migrants going on, we're going to go down live and cover it in some aspect. From DC to Boston. If there's a situation that we need to unlock for our viewers, you're going to let us know. We're going to go and give you some type of live footage in some capacity to address the situation, just like we did at the migrant shelter to provide live insight, which we did uncover that metal detectors won't work if they put metal detectors at the migrant shelter. You could check out this video for reasons why, and this video right here. We're gonna leave the link to it at the end of this video, guys, just so we can let you know that we will be bringing you live footage just for our WHAAT TV subscribers. So you're gonna wanna subscribe. We're gonna have live debates, streaming of the debates, and a lot more coming. So you're gonna wanna tap in, tap in, tap in. Like, subscribe. Thank you, guys.